For the last 135 years, every first day of the new year, the world attention comes to Pasadena, California. Today we have something special for you. We are at the Wrigley Mansion, which is also known as Tournament House. We'll be taking a private tour of the mansion. Also, we'll be interviewing the president to find out and learn more about the tournament. Thank you for meeting with us. I am with Marcos Navarros. This is a beautiful house. Can you tell us a little bit more about the history of the house?
Yeah, welcome to the Wrigley Mansion, also known as Tournament House. The house was originally commissioned in 1906 and built by architect G.W. Stimson. The house is beautiful. It still has some of its original features. A lot of the wood paneling is original. The 4-inch thick mahogany wood door, the beautiful ceilings that are unique to each room. The living room, in fact, has a hand-painted fresco that is still preserved to this day. Here's a brochure with a little bit more of the history of the house and the gardens, but let's go ahead and take a look at the house.
Sure, I'd love to do that. I'm here with Mr. Alex P. Aghajanian, the president of Tournament of Roses. Thank you for accepting us, making time out of the busiest time of the year.
Oh, it's my pleasure to be with you today. So the Tournament of Roses started by the Valley Hunt Club, the parade did, in 1890. And it went on for about 5 years under the Valley Hunt Club, and then it got too big for them. And so the Pasadena Tournament of Roses Association was incorporated, and it's done the parade ever since. The parade was originally started to market land. A number of settlers had come out from Indiana, and they wanted to sell some of the land they purchased here. So they were advertising back east, and they took the flowers out of their garden, put them on their carriages, and had a little rose parade.
What sparked the interest in joining the association, and what keeps you going?
So when I was a very young child, my house that I lived in with my parents was on the back side of the parade where they disbanded the equestrian units. And every parade, the equestrian units would be parked on my street, and my father would go out and round up all the old cowboy western stars. So Monty Montana, George Putnam were all in my living room telling me stories, and that sparked my interest. And then when I was a freshman in high school, I asked my parents if I could camp out, and I started camping out for the parade, and I just had a love for it. So when you're the president, you select the theme, and about 3 years before you're president, you soft announce a theme. And then when you're president, you put the theme out on the third Thursday in January. You also get to pick the Grand Marshal. You also get to pick the car you ride in. You pick the judges that are for the parade. And there's a number of administrative things you do. I'm also chairman of the board, so I do all the board of directors meetings. I do the executive committee meetings. So it's like a really fun group of activities for me, and some business too.
Thank you for your time. It was a pleasure meeting with you.
It was my pleasure. Thank you for having me.
Thank you. I hope you enjoyed this tour. This place is absolutely beautiful. Actually, they give tours. Come by and look at it. Until next time.